Hey, I'm Becky with the good hair. This is my FFA World Championship Round 2 game. Ugh. If you can't tell, I'm super not excited to start this game. I am significantly lost in fog. However, I have a few notes written down to help me get through, which means I know the minimum amount of territories to get the 70%, a potential minimum of how many troops I'm going to need. It's not the worst thing that I'm third last in turn order, but it's not great either. I definitely should have practiced more without fog, to say the least, but it is what it is. We're doing the best that we can. So we're playing Abigale the Bear, TenCoyote, Machete, Iron Spider King, and Retaliation. Most of the time when I'm trying to figure out what I'm actually doing, or at least in any practice games that I've had, obviously it's important to be able to see where there is fog, or be able to have enough vision across the board to know when it's a good time to get the 70, or like even run for the 70. However, my worst case scenario is just surviving without dying when somebody else gets the 70. So what I'm gonna do is hit in the NA portal just so I have a visual over there. We don't need to be greedy by having a portal. We're blessed enough to have a portal to begin with. So we're going to move some stuff over, which is just the least we can do. If Red's planning on hitting my 3 with their 5, that would be very disappointing. But we have Japan, which is nice. Sort of. A lot of my 70% games have been very hit and miss when it comes to practicing. I can't say... I mean, I think this is probably the same thing for everybody, but it definitely feels very hit and miss in 70% unless you actually understand the settings or have played them significantly, especially playing in fog. So I'm assuming that this is blue for the most part, since red seems to be very much in Europe, parts of South America. Okay, are you... Alright, so green decides to stay on the portal in Australia. I was debating about hitting that if it was going to stay a 1 so then I could just see what was over there, but I guess that is not what I should do. So I'm going to stack on the portal just for the sake of keeping a portal. I'm going to hit into Asia, just for some visibility. Stay over there. So white's underneath me. Not hard to just take a card there. I should probably have some visual in Africa. And I can't get it now because red took a card on my 1. But I could use my 3 and go down. But I don't know what's sitting underneath here unless they just hit my 1 and moved over with whatever stack they had. Yeah. Okay. So it should just be a 1. Like, I could make that a 6, 6v2, b1 to see into Africa. I also have an easy card from green, which could work out, but don't want to be too reliant on over here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in Asia, so that's kind of okay for me right now. Blue fortifies to the portal. Stays there. So green has 3 stacks that I can see. Not terrible. White sees that I have a 6 there. They could already have seen it beforehand, but interesting. So we're gonna stick to the plan, I think. Oh, and red is all down there, which is fine. Red feels like they need to take Europe. It's a progressive game. You don't actually need to take a bonus in progressive if you're thinking about the cards that you have. Yep. So red is playing this like it's fixed. So they hit my 3. All right, at least to my knowledge, it seems like they're playing it like it's fixed. It looks like they're trying to protect Europe. Yeah. Interesting choices. Machete is an intermediate. I mean, I'm also not looking at everything else. We have TenCoyote, who is an expert playing with the Pete dice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I should be paying attention, but black did just that, hitting outside of Australia. Abigale is an intermediate. Probably less of an intermediate. Yeah. Like, red literally could have hit anything else if they wanted to, and they chose to hit a 3. And you left my 1, which makes even less sense to me. What? Okay. Green goes that way. Moves back to the portal. Okay. Well, since it seems like a whole bunch of red in Europe, which is great for red, I'm gonna stack with my 5. Do a 1. Just take the card. But we're going to stack in Japan, which is okay. More than likely, I can hit Hawaii. I should have guessed that was Hawaii. I shouldn't have zoomed in. But I can hit Hawaii, at least see a little bit more of NA. And we know red is trying to sneakily take a bonus, or not so sneakily take a bonus, but it's progressive. Why would you take a bonus in progressive? Don't tell me that I messed up the settings. Nope, it's progressive. So I didn't mess up the settings. And black has 2 portals, which they don't actually need. But it just means that black is... Why would black move out of Europe? Yeah. Why would black move out of Europe and into Madagascar? Unless they still have a stack somewhere in Europe that isn't on the portal, but I could... It feels fair to assume that they just moved everything into Africa. But that either... Oh, green hits into Australia. So now white's not moving too much. We're going to stack in South America. We're going to hit into Europe just because it's on the portal. Yep, it's just a whole bunch of red still. And we're going to go back. Being 4th in turn in order when it comes to trading in means I get the 12 trade? 10 trade. 10 trade. Math is hard. Don't worry, guys. We're fine. Probably have the wrong perspective on red about playing it fixed. It looked like they were going to try and take it as a bonus, which wouldn't have surprised me. But at the same time, with so many people still alive and it being 70%, it also wouldn't make sense. So I was also at a baseball game for the better part of like the last 7 hours, 8 hours. So everything you should take with a grain of salt. Everything that I'm about to say. Blue sets in and does what? Moving around in North America. Fortifies nothing that I can see, or fortifies nothing. Green sets in. Stacks in Australia. So it's sort of been take a card and pass until now, which is fair, but something feels off. So with 10 troops, we're going to split everything up a little bit. I can't really do everything all at once, but move over this way, see into Africa a little bit, which is a lot of blue, which is great. Most of my practice games have just been very choked up stacks everywhere. In my first practice game, I forgot it was 70%, but I also didn't die because I had a stack somewhere up here in Australia, probably in Africa, and I think it was Pete who ran the 70. I can't remember. But there's a YouTube video about it. But I didn't die. And at least in a tournament, that means I'm just tying for placement, which also isn't terrible. But we also don't like the fact that red is taking a bonus in progressive. Or they're about to. Okay. And I don't have a set on 3. Okay, so black is doing some discovering. Sees a little bit more into Asia, sees a little bit more into into Africa. Sorry, I'm also bad with geography, so we're doing our best. Blue is probably still hanging out somewhere around here. And into Africa. But where would they be attacking towards? Oh, through the portal. Nope, you just ran into a bunch of black. In here. Fortifies into Asia? What are you doing, sir? Green moves into Africa. Yeah, green moves into Africa for some sightseeing. Probably moves up. Yeah. Okay. Hitting a whole bunch of black. Curious what everyone is looking for. Does white follow suit? White doesn't have a portal. Me, green. Yeah. It appears as though white doesn't have a portal. But I can also use my 9 stack to go into Africa and see what's what. But I can also go that direction and kind of just go back into Africa. I have a little bit more visibility. Australia doesn't seem like there would be a whole lot in there, especially since I have moved out. I couldn't imagine that blue has actually made their way into that part of the map. This is absolutely still green. Green or red, but definitely green over here. If red has a bonus, it seems very unnecessary. Don't mind me, I'm on team, like, you don't need a bonus in progressive, especially when the map is very small. But, like, you don't need a bonus in progressive in general, so it's concerning that somebody would want to take a bonus in general. Is black going for it? Black's going for it? Attempting it? They're attempting it. Okay. Okay, so they kill green. Congratulations, you have a bounty. Sets in. We're on turn 7. Alright. So, they don't go for the 70. Black is happy with a bounty. Black is happy with the bounty. I have a set on 4. Blue doesn't have a set. Does blue go sightseeing? Blue is taking a card and passing. Blue doesn't have enough troops to go sightseeing. White has a 43. 7, 7, 1. Asia. Or no, Europe, sorry. Europe into Asia. Portal. Dump, dump. Black is psyching out white. Ooh. White doesn't have the time to go for it. I have 39 troops with a 35 trade. Okay. We're going sightseeing. Yep, we're going sightseeing. We can hit the portal. I don't care. We're doing it. Yep. Good dice. There we go. And we can still keep going into... Who gives a shit? Am I getting the 70% right now, guys? Is this really happening? Oh, shit. I did the thing that I do in practice games where I don't actually hit the things that I'm supposed to hit. I just won my fucking 70% game. I just won my 70% game. I can't fucking believe it. I just did it. I actually just won my game. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna... Oh my god. Oh my god. I just won my 70% game. Effortlessly. If you had a good time watching, hit that like button. If you want to get in on more good stuff, you should hit that subscribe. Otherwise, if you want to catch the good stuff live, find me on Twitch. Okay, bye.